thrift store and I found these solar lights. They're not really solar, but I'm going to make them solar, of little bees. Now, bees are important and they're part of my work in terms of transition and conversion, but I haven't talked about bees in years. Now, it seems like I know it all, but I really don't. I really don't know nothing. It's just I've collected things from, you know, different parts of communities giving it to me. Like, for example, in reference to the bee, it's because I'm a geography environmental major. That's different. But sometimes, like the anthropology portion, there's, if you see the exhibit, you're gonna see what is called God's foundation. Things that were just naturally given to Hannah in the authentic version of C3. So when you think of Hannah, don't ever say she knows it all. She actually doesn't know anything, and that's how she walks around the globe. And that is why she's almost like a sponge pulling in information constantly. But today, to get to the point of the bees, I, picked that up from my thrift store. And at my thrift store, right in front of me, there's this very, very wealthy, what looks like a wealthy white female. Now, when you have a wealthy white female in a thrift store, two things. Either, you're really influencing people and the demographics, or the demographics of the world is changing. But there's another theory. When you looked more closely, she has a Kylie Kardashian bag that says Kylie Moore. And she lifted up a gold angel. And, it's that. Then she asked Diane, how much is the dove? And that's so beautiful. And then Diane, which is the girl at the cash, said, you know, that's for the past, right? And like they're whispering about the dove and the goddess over the mount. And I'm like thinking about Lucifer now. Did you make my dove, my vulture, into a little white dove? This is like the media portion. And like, because he's so guilty. Like he made it into this like little dove. And she flew her ass from LA or wherever to come all the way to a small town in North Markham to go to the local thrift store where I am to show me the Kylie Moore bag. Now, if that's not obvious, I don't know what is. But these things are part of C3's history. And the good thing about it is I'm kind of relieved that media is involved, because even though there's a lot of dead, they're like real troopers, and what they're trying to do is bring back a dead body alive, because by doing that, it keeps people busy. And I think by writing about stuff that is so shocking, like the men just put down the gun to actually read about it because they've never heard about anything that is part of the Sun collection. So it was just funny today. Another interesting fact.